There's a force in this world more powerful than regret, stronger than fear, and deeper than ambition. It's gratitude. Quiet, humble, unassuming. But within it lies the blueprint for inner peace, sustainable joy, and the kind of strength that can't be shaken by circumstance. Gratitude is not a reaction to life when things go well. It is the foundation that keeps you steady when everything falls apart. And when you learn to lean into it, to live by it, to let it guide your thoughts, your words, your actions, everything changes. Enough waiting. It's time to move. If you're tired of the talk and ready for action, smash that subscribe button now. This isn't just motivation. It's your weekly wake-up call to show up, stay focused, and dominate your goals. Like, comment, share, and bring someone else with you on this journey. Let's grind. Let's rise. Let's win. Together. You begin to notice the things you once overlooked. The sunrise becomes more than a transition between night and day. It becomes a daily miracle. The people who stand by you are no longer background noise. They become lifelines. Your breath, once unconscious, now feels sacred. Your journey, however broken, starts to look beautiful. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain. It redefines it. It whispers, "You made it." Even when the world tried to convince you that you wouldn't. It teaches you to find meaning in the mess, to mine gold from the gravel, to bless the bruises because they built you. When you live in gratitude, you stop measuring your life by what's missing and start honoring it for what's present. You stop asking, "Why me?" in despair and begin to ask it in awe. Why me? Why was I given another chance? Another morning? Another breath? You stop chasing happiness like it's somewhere outside you and start finding joy in what's already in your hands. That shift in perspective changes your entire experience. Because when your mindset is rooted in gratitude, even the smallest blessings feel like miracles. Gratitude is not passive. It's not just saying thank you. It's living thank you. It's waking up with the intention to honor the day ahead, no matter what it holds. It's choosing presence over perfection, peace over performance, purpose over pressure. It's giving without expecting, loving without conditions, and appreciating even in the absence of applause. Gratitude makes you powerful because it can't be taken away by the outside world. It's internal. It's spiritual. It's a revolution of the soul. And here's the truth most people overlook. The more grateful you are, the more life gives you to be grateful for. Not because it's magic, but because it opens your eyes to what was always there. The blessings were never missing. You just weren't tuned in. Gratitude is a frequency. And when you start vibrating at that level, you attract experiences, people, and energy that match your vibration. That's not wishful thinking. That's alignment. That's presence. That's power. You could be living your dream life and still feel empty if you don't cultivate gratitude. Likewise, you could be in the struggle of your life and still feel rich if your heart is full of thanks. Because gratitude isn't about possessions. It's about perspective. It's about seeing what you have and realizing it's already enough. Not because you don't want more, but because you're not defined by lack. You're driven by abundance. And abundance starts in the heart, not the bank account, not the career, not the accolades, but in your attitude. Gratitude teaches you to stop waiting for someday to feel fulfilled. Someday when you have more money. Someday when you find love. Someday when life makes sense. Gratitude pulls you out of that illusion and grounds you in now. It reminds you that this moment, right here, is enough. That joy isn't a destination, it's a decision. You don't have to earn your peace. You don't have to prove your worth. You just have to be present enough to feel it, to see it, to receive it. You want to heal? Start with gratitude. You want to grow? Anchor in gratitude. You want to win? Build, rise, reclaim your power? Gratitude is step one, because it's the only mindset that gives you access to your highest self without needing your circumstances to change. It's the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. It's the shield that protects you from bitterness, jealousy, and despair. It's the sword that cuts through negativity and noise. Gratitude is your secret weapon in a world that's always telling you to chase more, do more, be more. Gratitude says, you already are enough. Right now. Not when you lose 10 pounds. Not when you hit the next milestone. Not when everyone claps for you. You are worthy now. And when you start living like you believe that, you stop chasing approval. You stop begging for validation. You stop trading your peace for popularity. And you start living with confidence, with grace, with quiet strength. Gratitude doesn't make you complacent, it makes you grounded. So when the storm hits, you bend, but you don't break. You lose, but you don't quit. You cry, but you don't forget how far you've come. Look at your life. Really look. Through the lens of gratitude, you'll see so much to be thankful for. The pain that grew you, the people who stayed, the lessons that shaped your character, the moments of clarity between the chaos, the second chances, the silent prayers that got answered in ways you didn't expect. Gratitude is how you honor the divine within your journey. It's how you say, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm so thankful I'm not where I used to be. Say thank you more. To life, to people, to yourself. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you're hurting. Say it when you're winning. Say it when you feel lost. Let gratitude be your anthem. Let it echo in your actions. Let it shape your habits, your mindset, your identity. Because the more you practice gratitude, the more your life transforms. Not from the outside in, but from the inside out. You don't need a perfect life to feel grateful. You need a present mind, an open heart, a willingness to see the light, even in the shadows. Gratitude turns moments into memories, struggles into strengths, chaos into clarity. It is the soul's way of saying, I am alive, I am here, and that is enough. And in that enoughness, you begin to unlock the peace that so many people spend their lives chasing. So take inventory, not of your flaws, not of your failures, but of your blessings. Take inventory of your resilience, your courage, your growth, your hope. What a gift to still be here. What a miracle to still be breathing. What a blessing to still have time to become everything you were meant to be. Gratitude isn't the end of the journey, it's the fuel. It's what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's what keeps your heart open when the world tries to close it. And even when the days are heavy and the nights are long, gratitude becomes the whisper that says, keep going. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, and from fear to faith. It reminds you that survival is already a form of success. Every scar is proof you healed. Every wrinkle is proof you laughed. Every step forward is a triumph over something that tried to hold you back. Gratitude turns survival into celebration. It turns pain into poetry. It turns everyday existence into a masterpiece in motion. When you take inventory of your blessings, you realize you are wealthier than you ever knew. And above all else, gratitude is freedom. Freedom from the trap of comparison. Freedom from the weight of shame. Freedom from the pressure to always have more, do more, prove more. When you live in gratitude, you live free. You wake up lighter. You rest deeper. You love harder. You trust more. You give more. You need less. And yet, you receive so much more. Because the chains that bound you weren't made of iron. They were made of expectations. Gratitude breaks those chains. It frees you from chasing validation and invites you to stand in your truth. It tells you that your value is not determined by someone else's opinion. It shows you that you are already whole. And when you walk in that freedom, the world opens up in ways you never imagined. You stop shrinking to fit into boxes and start expanding into your purpose. You begin to attract people and experiences that nourish your soul. And suddenly, life doesn't feel like a race, it feels like a dance. So pause, breathe, and say thank you for the past that built you, for the present that holds you, for the future that calls you. Say thank you for everything. Say thank you for the heartbreaks that taught you how to heal, for the failures that taught you how to rise, for the detours that led you exactly where you were meant to be. Say thank you for the silent prayers, the quiet mornings, the unexpected laughter. Say thank you for the strength you didn't know you had, for the patience you didn't know you were learning, for the resilience you built one painful step at a time. Because in every goodbye was a new beginning. In every ending was an invitation to grow. And in every moment, there was something sacred waiting to be seen. Through the lens of gratitude,